Is your bar looking a little ordinary? Is it lacking something awesome? Well, head out to your local liquor store and pick up something extraordinary. Grab a bottle of Old Humble Straight Whiskey or Old Humble Special Reserve. They're clean, smooth, easy drinking whiskeys that taste the way whiskey should taste. From humble beginnings to an extraordinary finish, Old Humble whiskeys are what your bar needs today. Walk tall, be awesome, and drink humble. Old Humble Straight Whiskey and Old Humble Special Reserve. Get yours today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, children of all ages, it is time for me to quit stalling and get on with the show. Our mics are hot, cameras are hot. Well, it was hot, but now I'm on it, and the camera is decidedly less hot now that I'm on it. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, children of all ages, welcome to the 60th running of the Old Humble Distilling Company's Quarantine Happy Hour. Today's episode, the 60th episode, it's, as you can tell, there's a slightly different format to the screen. It is slightly larger because I am the only one on this particular screen. I'm framed in by my lamps. That's nice. I got my flag and my sign. I did discover just a couple of days ago that this painting over here, done by the amazing local artist Gary Denman, is upside down. That's his signature. You can't see it. His signature's up here at the top. It should be down here at the bottom right-hand corner. But hey, that's fine. Nobody notices. Cheers to everybody over in chat. Lisa, Muscow, and anybody else who pops in during the show. I'm going to give it just a couple of quick minutes here while I introduce the show, and then we will get into the thing that I am literally stalling about. This is the 60th running of the episode. This of the 60th episode of the Quarantine Happy Hour, which is a somewhat momentous thing for the record. I mean, we started doing this back in early March, mid-March-ish, which makes this a 30-something, hi Mathis Jones, makes this 30-something weeks long because we've been doing basically 2 shows a week. Might have done 3 at one point, short shows. Might have only done 1 a couple of weeks. But we've done this show roughly twice a week since the early days of the quarantine. Hi Monica, cheers to you. So this is we started off at something like 20 something 20 something subscribers back in March and May. I think we might have had 25 at the end of May when we did our Memorial Day concert, which was, I'm not going to lie, it was kind of a shit show. But I've gotten much better at doing live stream and live audio, and I know what the next live concert is going to look like when we do it. And I'm gearing up the channel to do that sort of thing. But we also just passed 300 subscribers. So this particular show where we do the PAQUI One Chip Challenge is kind of a 60th episode celebration, as well as a 300 subscriber celebration. So I'm super duper excited about that. If I had a confetti thing to do, I would do the confetti thing, but I don't. There, that's a thing that looks like, I mean, it could have been a confetti thing. We'll add it in post. That'll be fine. I'm not drinking a glass of whiskey like I normally do during this particular show. You know what? I don't give a shit. We're going to start with with our opening shot because I gotta find a bottle that's not empty. Because this is the Old Humble Distilling Company's Quarantine Happy Hour, and if we don't do an opening shot, then what the hell am I even here for, right? So cheers to all you folks out there. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for tuning in. We've got a small crowd here in chat. Hi, everybody over there in chat. Cheers to you guys. Thank you so much for your support. For our 500th subscriber episode, we are going to spend the night in a haunted cemetery. Yes, there is a haunted cemetery here in Humble. No, I don't believe in ghosts. These are the spirits that I believe in. Ooh, and they get in you. God, that is a good drink. But that is the only drink I'm going to have tonight, except for this one, which is actually mostly water. in part of my pregame for the PAQUI One Chip Challenge. So cheers to everybody out there. Okay, so what are we going to do today? First, I want to thank everybody over on Twitch at the Cabin Fever live stream network. Thank you guys for hosting us. That is a collective of artists that started a channel over on Twitch so that they would still have venues and places to perform. Everybody over on Twitter. I know Twitter went down earlier, but y'all are back up. Cheers to you guys. The Astros won today with a walk-off bomb. That'll be a dated reference when y'all are watching this 6 weeks and a year from now. Carlos Correa hit on a walk-off home run. I'm a big Astros fan. I like the Astros and don't really care if they stole signs. They're still the World Series champion from 2017. Everybody else can suck. Okay. Yes. We're gonna fine. We're gonna get to it. Okay. So I have stalled for all of 6 minutes now. I have here this brown paper bag that came from the Amazons. And now we shall open said brown paper bag and see what is inside. That is some good ASMR from what I think that's what the kids call it, right? ASMR. All right, that's the bag. Whoosh, bye-bye. Here is the box, the PAQUI One Chip Challenge. It is red and it is black and it is Carolina Reapers or whatever. That is the it's dark in here. I can't see anything, and I've got sunglasses on, which I know seems ridiculous now at this point. I need my there's my knife. This particular knife, I'll say something about this knife. This knife was given to me by my dad way back when I was probably, I want to say I was 13 years old when he gave me this. And you can't buy it anymore. They don't make it. I reached out to the company to see if I couldn't get a couple for my boys, and they do not make this knife anymore. So there you go. All right. The PAQUI One Chip Challenge. Cheers, I've got this. Yes, I do. Okay, so here's what's inside the box. That is the chip right there in a little pouch. Is it broken? No, it's a solid chip. Good. Okay, so this is the PAQUI Real Peppers, Real Heat. Oh, that's ass backwards. Here it goes. It says Champion, which I will be able to unfurl and hold above my head later. All right, so here it says, how long can you go without blah, 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 without throwing in the towel? Do I have a towel? I do. Goodness, over here, I've got a towel. I've actually got a towel. So I'll have that on hand, just for fun. Let's see here. 5 minutes is featherweight, 10 minutes is lightweight, 1 hour is heavyweight, 30 minutes is middleweight. Duke it out with the additional challenges. Oh, there's a free bag. Oh, you can get a bag of these things? Sounds dreadful. All right, so there's that. That's cool. This says, do you dare go head-to-head with the Reaper? Rules for the challenge. Eat the entire chip. Like, who's not going to eat the whole damn chip? I mean, seriously? Okay, fine. Eat the chip. Here. Add light over here. It says, eat the chip. Wait as long as possible before drinking or eating anything. Post your reaction on social media with the hashtag #OneChipChallenge and mention @PAQUIChips. Any last words? Please. You versus the Reaper, the One Chip Challenge. Here's the last thing. You versus the Reaper, the One Chip Challenge. What to expect? It's spicy. It's still spicy. Impaired vision from tears, please. A low blow to the gut in round 5 KO. I mean, round 5. How many rounds is this? This is just one damn chip. Okay, seriously. All right, I'm stalling at this point. I think this amounts to stalling. I have been told that I should wear a glove because it is so hot. So I'll wear a glove. All right, so I will put on my proctologist's mitten. Not gonna make any jokes about that. Men of certain ages shouldn't make jokes about that sort of thing. All right, so let me have my last sip of my mostly water. Okay, so now on to opening this thing up. It's about 10 after. Um, that means we're about 10 minutes into the show. Okay. All right. So, man, chat is blowing up. We got a bunch of people here. Cheers to everybody in chat. I'm going to say hi to everybody real quick. Lone Star Beer Reviews is here. Monica's here. Moose Girl. I saw Lisa here earlier. Um, cheers to all you guys out there. Thank you for tuning in. And seriously, I really do appreciate the support. There's been a whole lot of stuff going on this year, and the entertainment on the Twitter sphere and YouTube sphere and Twitch sphere has changed drastically since the beginning of the year. I probably ought to turn this up a little bit. My hunch is that it's a little bit quiet. I know that the entertainment has changed since the beginning of the year, and there's a whole lot of I think y'all just want to see me stuff something in my mouth. Calm down. A whole lot of stuff has changed since the beginning of the year, and I've noticed a lot of actual professionals with good cameras and good lights have moved into this online entertainment world. And there's something about normal people doing normal things. I mean, yeah, I represent the brand. The Old Humble Distilling Company is my thing, but we're trying to do all kinds of stuff over here, and not just. Oh, this chip is broken. Hang on a second. I've got to get the little piece out of here. Okay, so there's two little. Oop, almost. Hang on, I've got to. Okay, so there's two little pieces next to this piece. Well, I can't put on a glove on this hand now. So I'm just going to put that there. Okay, so this is the chip. It is black. It kind of has a grainy texture to it, like it's covered in some sort of powder. I'll get that on my mustache. It doesn't smell like anything. I mean, I would kind of expected it would be like, oh, cheers, Micah. Hi, hi, Giggles. Hey, you're here too. Cool. Everybody's here. Um, who else is here? I'm here looking at my chat on my phone because I can barely see it on my computer. Okay. So that's it. I mean, it doesn't smell spicy or hot or anything like that. It feels kind of grainy, like it's covered in dirt or dust or something like that. But you know what? Here we go. Down the hatch, right? Grab these little bits first. Throw these in. Throw this down the hatch. All right. That's it. Guys, thank you so much. 60 episodes, 300 subscribers. Next stop is 500. Okay, I'm just fucking with y'all. Here we go. All right. I mean, I live in Texas, and it's not like we haven't eaten spicy foods down here in Texas, but it's not something messing with y'all. All right, here we go. For real, for real. 3, 2, 1, down the hatch. All right, that little piece. That little piece. Okay. You like that crunchy? Yeah. It's definitely hot. Let's see, I'm going to start the timer too. Right here on my phone. Turn on my stopwatch. Nope. Stopwatch. There we go. All right. Last little bit there. It's definitely hot. And ain't no messing around there. Holy shit. Definitely hot. Okay. Got the little bits off the side there. I think we can officially remove the proctologist exam glove. Holy shit. It's still getting hotter. Toss that over there. Whew. All right. So now we talk about what's coming up next in the show. It's just me tonight. I feel the heat. The heat's growing. It's definitely there. This is spicier than anything I've ever had. No doubt. Let me adjust myself here. Move around, get a little comfortable. May have to take off the hat. Woo! Now, I know when we had a gumbo back when I was a kid, the temperature index was how my dad would sweat my dad's forehead. Uh, this would definitely make him sweat. It's hot. Eyes are watering. It's been a minute and a half. Whew, damn, this hot. Okay. There's a lot of heat in the back of my throat, back of my tongue. My nose is clear. Wow, it's hot. What else we got? Uh, 1 to 10. How's the heat? How's the heat? Let's see here. It's definitely hotter than Tabasco. Uh, definitely hotter than Tabasco. Heat. Well, what would this be? I mean, God, I mean, this is the hottest thing I've ever had, without question. It is not pleasant, without any question about that. Uh, I go solid. I mean, there's got to be stuff hotter than this, so I'd go with solid 7 or 8. Whew. There's pepper extract on it too. All right, well that's hot. This is let's see here. Yep, we got actual tears coming down. uh, do I have anything? Yeah, we'll dab here and get that cleaned off. Woo, hot stuff. It's beginning to dissipate. Still hot in the back of my tongue, around the molars area. A little bit on my front lips here, like I have back lips. There's a little bit up here on the lips where it's hot. Um, no, it's definitely not pleasant, Monica. It is the opposite of pleasant. Uh, Dean of, who is that? Dean of what? Dean of Sean's says I made it look easy. It is not. I mean, it may look easy, but this is hot. I think I may even have a little, yeah, I may even have a little snot coming out there. We're at the 3.5, 340 mark. It hurts to swallow, but my mouth is also watering to try and get this irritant out. Uh, yeah, Lisa, don't touch the front lips. They've got spicy stuff on them. You don't want to touch them. Um, let's look at the chat going here. But yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I go to at least a solid 7. I assume there's hotter stuff out there. Geez, I'm sweating down my arms. It's hot. It's definitely not a pleasant experience right now. I would not wish this on somebody. But it's certainly a doable challenge. I mean, it's not. I'm not choking and coughing. It's not. The Hunt for Heat says it'll hit me like a ton of bricks. Yeah, it was so okay. So here's the thing. I've eaten a lot. I've done all the pregame stuff. Damn, it hurts to swallow. Every time I swallow, there's a fresh rush of heat coming in, but my mouth is also watering, so I have to swallow. Uh, but I had rice at dinner. I had a spoonful of peanut butter. I've had bread. I had the milk, all the pregame stuff that I was supposed to do. I did all that. I even have Pepto over here somewhere. Over here, I have a ice cream sandwich waiting for me after I'm done. Um, the overall the overall assessment, Lisa, is that it's hot. If this was a they do, I think it's in Revenge of the Nerds. It's either Nerds or Revenge of the Nerds where they put the hot sauce on the jock straps. And if this was the hot sauce they used, those guys would be incapacitated because this is not something that you just kind of blow it off. I mean, it's 5.5 minutes, almost we're 6. 6 minutes as of right now, as a matter of fact, and it is. Let's see here. There's a little burn here, but not much. It's still all up here in the mouth. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this kind of dissipating out of my mouth a little bit so I can swallow. It's hot shit. Um, Dean of Sean says I need to be scared. I would be scared to do a number two. Uh, there. I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's what they tell me. I need to be prepared for that tomorrow. Uh, I mean, this isn't the first spice. This is the most spicy thing I've ever had, but it's not the first spicy thing that I've ever had. So it's uh, I mean, I'll roll with it and we'll see how it goes. Uh, but what I really want to do, I mean, okay, we're at like the 7 minute mark. I really, really, really want to talk about what the future holds now for the channel. Um, this month, this month of October, we've got. Let's see here. I've got a show on Tuesday, Thursday next week. We've got Crutchfield Cooks, and then Tanya Rogers. Tanya Rogers is a bona fide, honest to God's card carrying. I'm having trouble talking. Bona fide, honest God, fire hose too. Bona fide, honest God, card carrying space nerd. So I'm looking forward to talking to her all about like interplanetary travel and interplanetary travel and habitation of other planets and time travel and all kinds of cool shit. She comes well certified, well pedigreed, but I can't talk about her certification and pedigree because if we talk about the certifications and pedigree, then I have to go through the media relations office of the particular agency that she works at. Uh, and my mouth is watering trying to evacuate the spices. And I don't want to do that. So let's just say she's the local space nerd, science chick, space nerd. She's a cool cat. And that's going to be a fun show next Thursday. I'm recording that show on Saturday or Sunday. Uh, Now my nose is beginning to water a little bit. This is like it was just like natural reaction. I'm looking for something to drink, but I don't have anything to drink. Even my mostly water is empty. See, this is empty. There's no mostly water in there now. Uh, so nothing to do except just suck it up and be a big boy, right? Um, yeah, the space nerd's gonna be fun. She's a cool cat. Uh, I'm looking forward to that show. And then the last week of October, we've got Alyssa Kapinski, who was Carol in Velocipaster. And if you haven't seen Velocipaster, you need to go out and watch Velocipaster. It's on Amazon Prime. It's like $3 to rent it, maybe $2 to rent it, and $6 or $7, maybe $8 to buy it. It's a great movie. It's a cheesy, low budget B-roll type of movie, but the acting is fantastic. The actors are good. Uh, Thank you, Dean of all Sean's. I just saw the comment come through on the Twitters too. Uh, it's a fantastic movie. It's a great movie. It has uh, uh, Catholic Jesuit ninjas. And if you don't understand why it would have Catholic Jesuit ninjas, you need to watch it because it makes sense in context of the movie. For real. Uh, all right, the heat's beginning to dissipate. My mouth isn't watering quite so much. We're at the 10-minute mark. Uh, let's see here. What were the rules? What were the levels of whatever? I mean, I'm not anxious to, at this point, I'm not anxious to like go drink something or anything. 5 minutes is featherweight, 10 minutes is lightweight. I have easily passed the lightweight mark. Boom, 10 minutes and 15 seconds. There it is, 10 minutes and change. Oh, look, you can see my screen. There's the stuff. 10 minutes and 23 seconds. I'm going to let this keep rolling. I might switch over to studio mode here. Can I do that? Yeah, I can do that. Boom. So now I can see my big old face on the big old screen right here. Um, yeah, eyes are still watering. I mean, the heat's dissipated. Uh, Beginning to feel it a little bit in the stomach. Yeah, heat's dissipated a little bit. We're doing all right. I think I might survive this thing. It's all right. Not bad. Okay, so yeah, we got Alyssa Kapinski coming that Tuesday, and then Thursday, that last week of October, the 27th, we have Slade Ham, local comedian, international man of mystery. He has performed on every continent except Antarctica. Has he performed in Australia? No, he's only performed in 4 continents. I'm making that up. He's performed in 4 continents in like 90 something countries, or I don't know. He'll tell you on the show. Funny as hell, um, and handsome. I mean, you can see the thumbnail. It's episode 64. He's a funny guy. He's a local comedian. He's great. He can weave a yarn like anybody else, even better than me sometimes. And yeah, that's going to be a fun show. And that's my last planned guest. Episode 65 is again another solo show. And that may be my last episode for a couple of months because I'm going to start taking our tasting show on the road and see where things go from there. But then we're going to transition to doing some more pre-recorded stuff, and some more musical stuff. Uh, just survived the chip period. You can even the League. Oh wait, what? The League of the Food. The League of the League of Fire. What the hell is the League of Fire? What is the League of Fire? I don't know. You okay? Hunt for Heat. You gotta unpack that a little bit. Just give us a quick little link or something for the League of Fire because I want to check that out. And for some reason, the live comments, I can't go back and access the live comments on these videos either. Uh, so that's another thing that I want to do. I want to learn how to do the YouTubes a little bit better uh, as we go forward, so that I can figure out how to make these concerts work better. Because we officially have power at the distillery. We officially are up and running, fully functioning at the distillery. In fact, all next week I'm going to be running my stills and making nice, fresh, delicious liquor. Uh, can you hear that? Yeah. Sorry about that. that's the that's the spices going up through my nose and like clearing everything out. I had terrible allergies all day today, uh, and now everything's just all loosened up. Now it's not a spicy like food spicy, like the red pepper spicy, or the red pepper or Tabasco, or even habanero spicy. It's not spicy like that. That kind of has a more uh, mellow type of rounded heat to it. This is just kind of a sharp, just like dagger of heat going right at the back, like right, and it's all right in the back too. It's right in the back of your tongue, right in the front of your throat, and right at the beginning. I mean, it irritates all that stuff back here, and it's a very special kind of hot. Um, sound effects are priceless. Uh, where's that? Yeah, Monica, aren't you going to do this challenge too? You've been called out. Moose Girl's called you out, Monica. You got to join in. Not tonight, but I'll join you on yours if you want to do it. You've been challenged. In fact, you know what? I'm going to call out John Westling and Barry Laminack. They've got their shows. I want them to come out. I want them to do a one chip challenge too. Uh, go for it, boys. You heard it here first. I'm calling out Barry and I'm calling out Westling. Do the one chip challenge. This is the kind of dumb thing I would see those guys doing. Uh, moving up to a special kind of hot. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, what I was saying, this isn't like the type of hot that's like curry hot or cooking hot or anything like that, where it's just like where it's that kind of rounded heat that it just kind of coats your whole mouth. This this heat just hits you right in the back, right back. You can't see any like definition on my throat or neck because of this beard. Oh well. Also, this beard's probably not going to last much longer. I'm getting tired of it. But back here, like right where the tongue meets the back of your throat, and that whole area, there just wasn't a lot of heat up here in the front. It was all back here in the back, and just a little bit up in and it just opened everything up back there. Uh, I mean, it's different. It's a different type of heat. Never had this kind of heat before. This is kind of unique. Um, uh, yes, the call outs have started. I would like to see Barry Laminack does a show a couple hours a day, every day, Monday through Friday. And you know who else would be a good one? Ku Agenti. He does his show at the same time I do my show. His is over on Facebook. Look up Ku Agenti on Facebook. If you're on the Facebooks, go look up Ku, Kuegenti. He's a hella funny local comedian, rising star, up and coming guy. Uh, he's been doing comedy, stand up full time for, I want to say, 5 years, 6 years, something like that, maybe longer, almost certainly longer. But he's a great guy. We're not gonna have him in Houston much longer. I don't think he's a special kind of talent that's gonna get taken away from us. Unfortunately, he's gonna go off to L.A. or New York and vanish. And speaking of New York, Dale Cheeseman's not doing anything. I mean, he's doing stuff. He's doing stand up. He's actually a quite busy stand up comic, but he's not doing any of this stuff. He's not doing podcasts and uh, videos. So I could call him out, but he doesn't have a show that he does this type of thing on, so he's not going to do it. But yeah, Barry does his show every day from two to four, I think, on the YouTubes. Barry is funny, and John Westling has a podcast called After Later, which is also a really funny podcast. So it's all all different platforms, and that's in fact I could probably get Johnny on the show to do the one chip challenge. Maybe I'll trick him. I'll get him to come into the distillery to do a show, and it'll just be me and him and a chip, and I'll be like slide across the table. Here you go. Oh, did you get that? Yeah, it's it's draining again. We're at the 18-minute mark, and the heat's almost completely dissipated. There's still a little bit back there. Yeah, there's still a little bit back there. I can feel it, especially when I swallow. Still a little bit of liquid coming out of the old sides of the eyes there. I'm glad I put on the glove. Holy crap. If I hadn't put on that glove, I would be in pain right now because I've touched my eyes so damn many times from just wiping the brow and using the. Yeah, I'd be blind if it wasn't for the gloves. That was a good call. Who did I see who did that? Uh, who did I see who did that? Uh, uh, damn it. Another YouTuber I just saw who did that. And when I say another YouTuber, I mean like a YouTuber, not like I'm a YouTuber and they're another YouTuber. Like they're the YouTuber. I'm just a dum dum who makes whiskey, and I'm doing this to pass the time and keep myself occupied and busy. You guys out there who actually have the channels and you make your money off of this and you have your living doing this. Cheers to you guys. And if any of y'all want to come on the show and talk about what you do and your process and how you do your process, how you grew your channel, and the craft behind building your channel, I'm down for that. I totally want to bring you on as a guest. Hang on. Is that a cough coming? All right, that's just a little cough. Not that wasn't much anything. I was checking to see if I'm I'm curious about the effects of this thing because if it was actually causing like inflammation down here, causing me to cough, that would be a new thing, but that's not happening. Uh, Oh, and thank you, Hunt for Heat, for congratulating me on the 300 subs. I will be giving away a bottle of whiskey next week. It will be live. I will do the live drawing, and I will be zooming to somebody who is the winner of this whiskey, either zooming or Google Meeting or something, and we'll record it. We'll do a quick little 10-minute show. Uh, Congratulations, blah, 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 blah. Um, I will be basically scrolling through my subscriber. Excuse me, that was a I guess this is the effects coming out of the gut. Now we have moved on to the stomach phase of the heat, where I'm getting a little. It's not discomfort, but just a little gassy, I guess. A little burp coming up. That was it. Um, I mean, it's got a lot of room. It's got a lot of room down there for it to work. It's got a nice bed of food down there for it to fall onto too. Um, but yeah, I'll be zooming out to you. We'll do a quick little recording. When if you're local, and I bring it to you personally, uh, we'll record the drop off. If you're not local, if it's just going in a box and I'm sending it out, then it'll go out that way, uh, and that's how it will be. So there's the bottle giveaway for you folks out there. Okay, so that is that, and yeah, the heat's pretty much dissipated now. I still feel a little bit of a tingle. trying to find out where it's at because it's not specific. It's not like a point. It's like on the it's still in the middle of my tongue. In the middle of my tongue. Oh wow, there was that. There's apparently some dust still back there somewhere because I just swallowed, and it felt like I was swallowing a nettle. That was interesting. But I mean, the heat's mostly dissipated. There's a little bit of a tingle back there still. There's still some heat. It's not on the lips. Hmm. Peppers do. Oh yeah, peppers do cause gas. I mean, like I said, this isn't the first spicy thing I've ever had. I'm, I mean, I was a little nervous about it, but I, I mean, like, it's not the first time uh, I've had a spicy thing, so I kind of know what to expect from spicy. It's the first time I've ever had a Carolina Reaper or whatever the hell these peppers are. What are these peppers? Are they ghost peppers or Reaper? I think they're Reapers, right? Yeah, Carolina Reaper. Oh, Sichuan heat on it too. That's what it says there. Sichuan heat, Carolina Reaper, and Sichuan heat, whatever the hell that is. I've heard of the Carolina Reaper. I don't know what a Sichuan is. Uh, oh, okay. There's something back there still because I just swallowed. Like I said, it tastes like it feels like I'm swallowing a nettle. Uh, and there's something back there still. Maybe it's in the mucus or something that's draining. That every once in a while I hit it, I swallow, and it hits, and it just hits in a weird way. Because that was unexpected. I wasn't expecting that at all. Um, that was probably Oh, I know what that was. That was the Spanish Inquisition part of the chip, because nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Dun, 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 thank you. Monty Python references for the win. Um, uh, okay, what is this? Uh, trying to finish. Oh, yeah. Monica's in the office. You're cheating at the office. Shame on watching YouTube at the office. Yeah. Don't worry, I won't tell anybody. You're safe, Monica. I won't tell anybody that you're cheating at the office with the YouTubes. That's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, so what else was it? Oh yeah. Um, okay, so the future of the channel, just the basic future of the channel, general stuff. So the goal, I guess the ultimate goal, what I want to do is I want to be able to bring in local artists to the distillery. I want to be able to bring in local artists, bands, singer-songwriters, the stuff that I was doing on the after hours show, the stuff that I was doing on the Tuesday night performer shows, where we could have a little 20-minute sit-down talk with them, and then have them perform. But the live performance for them, it would be it could be a longer, cleaner set. They could run it for as long as they wanted. Uh, they would be playing to you folks live until we can start doing it with better equipment that's pre-recorded, and then I could edit it in and do a proper performance that way, introduction and outro and all that stuff. Well, thanks, Monica. Monica says there's no one else at the office. She's already checked out. She's just watching me. So thank you so much, Monica. I appreciate that. Uh, oh, we're at the 25-minute mark now. I'm just rolling through the time. Where's it at? Here it is. 25:07. There's me, Mystic. Oh, dude, it's like an infinity mirror. Where's it at? Dun, dun, dun. Come on, get it there. Oh, there it goes. Goes on for infinity. It's me in a mirror in a yeah. Okay, I'm a dork. Um, okay, so that's the ultimate goal. I want to be able to have uh, my performer friends, my local artists, local bands. If they can't make it into to the distillery themselves to do the show, so we can record a show or do a live show, then we come out to where they're at and record it, or have them record it and send it to me, and then I can dub it in and do all the stuff that we need to do in order to make it a pre-recorded episode. So that's going to be kind of uh, the future of the show. I'll probably still do some. I would love to do like 100 of these quarantine happy hours, but I would also like for the quarantine to be done. I want the quarantine to be over. I don't want to get back to normal time and return to some kind of regular some kind of regular life so that we're not in hazmat suits when we go out to spec, so that we can be at bars, we can be at restaurants, and we can be at performing venues and actually do stuff and have fun and be, go places and do stuff and see people and do things. Those kind of things I kind of miss. Um, and then I guess one more series that I'll probably be doing. I've got my Cocktail Corner series that we're doing. And by the way, go check out episode 3 of the Cocktail Corner. That was the Whiskey Dew. It is the first Cocktail Corner episode that I did where I had a cocktail that I did not like, and we're 3 episodes in. This is okay. So this is the whole plan of the Cocktail Corner episode. Some of the recipes I'm familiar with and I've done before. Some of the recipes I've just like either heard of or thought about, and I wanted to try it. And some of the recipes somebody else has told me about, and they're like, "Hey, you should totally try to do this thing. It's like a real recipe." So there's 2 types of recipes that I've not tried. They're the ones that I see online that are actual recipes, and then there's the other ones like, this sounds like it should be a pretty decent drink that goes together. Like when I did the paranormal cocktail, which was the 2nd episode, the paranormal cocktail. Yep, that was another swallow of nettles there. There's still something back there. There's some sharpness back there going on. When I swallow, it hits in just the right way. There's still some latency, some latent heat going on right there. I could definitely use a drink of milk to wash that out, but I'm going to hold off. We're almost at the 30-minute mark, and according to my rules, 30 minutes is middleweight. So there you go. I guess I'm middleweight, baby. Uh, that's what. That's what. I guess that's the dream. That's why I do keto. No, I don't do keto. I kind of have to keto. My wife does keto. I don't. So that's the half that I do keto. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, the cocktail corner recipes. Yeah. So there's 2 types of recipes that I have not tried. They're the ones that I just kind of come up with and think this sounds like neat. It's neat. I should probably try it. Or it's a neat flavor that I want to try, like the paranormal cocktail. I was the guys that are going to do the 500th episode with me, or the 500 subscriber episode where we spend the night in the cemetery. Chris and James, they are with the Harris County Paranormal Society. They do a podcast called State of Fear. They do a podcast called What the Suck. They do some fun stuff. They also do some paranormal investigations. True believers in they're they're healthy skeptics, but also true believers in paranormal phenomenon. Uh, Respect the crap out of what they do. It's not, I don't buy into it. I don't understand it. They may be the type of guys who could convince me that it's something other than a figment of our imagination. But I love their stories. The stories are fascinating. The stories are interesting, especially in the State of Fear podcast. They go basically state to state, talking about weird stories from the history of the states. Like for example, in California, that hotel that the story that Micah showed on his horror stories video. So yeah, go check Micah's mix. Micah's, excuse me, that was not expected. Had a little cough sneak up to me there. And it was a peppery cough. I felt a little bit of the peppery powder back there in the back of my throat. Anyway, so the little girl not the little girl, I guess the lady in the elevator who was talking to some figure off on the side, and then she disappeared and ended up in the water tower. That's the story. That was the hotel that they featured. That was the story and the hotel that they featured on their California podcast. So their podcast is a fascinating mixture, fascinating stories, and fascinating trip through the United States, going to all the states, exploring their weird and unusual things that they do. So go check out State of Fear podcast while you're out there doing it. This is just going to be an episode of stuff where I plug everybody else's episodes. That's cool. I'm down with that. It's a lot of fun. But they're going to be joining me at the for the 500 subscriber episode. But they're also the guys. They've come on. All right, that was good. Another spicy cough. Wow. And now the latent heat is a little bit warm again. That'll wash out in a minute. They joined me on an earlier podcast way back. I think it was episode 25. I think way back when, before I was doing thumbnails. So you can find that on our quarantine happy hour podcast playlist. Back there, one of the early episodes prior to thumbnails. I should probably slap a thumbnail on that bad boy. Anyway, so we talked. My cocktail for that show was a paranormal whiskey, which was two normal whiskeys, drink, done. Ha ha ha! Funny pun. But that's also where I came up with the idea of the paranormal, a pear liqueur cocktail. And I wrote it down in my notebook, and I stumbled across it the other day. And I was like, we should do this for the Cocktail Corner Happy Hour. This would be my second drink. And I'd never tried it before. I'd never put one together. I went out and got a pear liqueur. It had honey, whiskey, and it was a delicious damn cocktail. So go check out the show, episode 2 of the Paranormal Cocktail. The Cocktail Corner episode 2 with the Paranormal Cocktail. It's a delicious cocktail. And while you're at it, go to Specs and pick up a bottle of pear liqueur and whiskey from the Old Humble Distilling Company, because it features our straight whiskey as the whiskey that goes in that particular cocktail. Delicious, and because it has fruit, it's nutritious. Yummy stuff. What else did we do? Okay, so we're going to do more of those cocktail shows. I look forward to getting a better camera to do those shows. It's basically a cocktail and a story that goes with it. And those are the guys that inspired that cocktail. So the whole point of this was that there's two, Jesus, I went on a way long tangent on that one. There's two types of cocktails. There's cocktails that I kind of came up with this idea and I wanted to try it. Cocktails that I read about it. There's a real recipe and I read about it, like this last one, the Whiskey Dew, which, by the way, tastes like boiled swamp water. Tastes like summer crotch tea. Yeah, it's dreadful. If you like Mountain Dew, it's a great cocktail. If you're normal like me and you don't like Mountain Dew, it is not a great cocktail. So there you go. We're at 33 minutes, and I'm going back to skip that. I'm going to go look over here on the YouTubes to see if I'm missing any of the chat. Yeah, Hunt for Heat. I see that. Okay, so I haven't missed any of the chat. So yeah, I mean the rules say. So yeah, I mean we're at 35 minutes almost. I don't feel it's not active heat anymore, but there's like little bits of spicy latency sitting back here. When I swallow, I can feel it. I can taste. Well, I didn't taste anything that time. The lips are clean. There's no spiciness on the lips. There's nothing on the side of the tongue or the cheeks. I'm not feeling any little bits of anything floating around back there. There's still a latent heat kind of in the back of the tongue, right at the top of the esophagus, like way in the back. And when I cough, some of that comes, I guess maybe it's stuck in the membranes around, I don't know, in the sinuses. Because there's very little, and it's only coming up when I cough and only when I sneeze. There's still a little bit of heat left over. I'm officially in middleweight territory. There it is. I'm officially in middleweight territory. That's 30. So yeah, that's all there is. That's all that's going on there. Still a little warm. Still sweating. Yeah, I still got a little sweat going on back here. I need a haircut too. You can't tell, but I got like long hair back here. I look like Gallagher. That's a dated reference for you kids out there. Go look it up. He's the guy who did Watermelon Smashes. Who we got there? Nick? Nick? Hey, Nick. How you doing, brother? So you're coming in about 35 minutes late. I ate a PAQUI one-chip challenge. Here's the pouch of the PAQUI one-chip challenge. It is a Carolina Ghost Reaper and Sachi. Is that what it says? Sachi Heat. There it is. I ate the shit out of that. It was hot. It was hot. It was a little bit painful, but it wasn't that bad. Oh, I'm not lying. It was a lot bit painful, but it wasn't that bad. See you, Monica. Drive safe going home. It was a lot bit painful, but it wasn't so bad that I was able to talk through it. I was able to continue going through and do the show. I'm going to declare myself a fucking winner on this. Thank you very much. Yeah. Cheers, Monica. Take off and have a great night. I'll email her about whiskey business later. But yeah, so there you go. Go back and rewind it back to the beginning. I think I took the chip in around. Let's see here. It's 9:50, 37 minutes. So I took the chip in around the 13-minute mark. Holy shit! It's 9:50. We're 50 minutes into the show. Okay, so I need to wrap this up because we're at the end of the hour, and this is a happy hour. It's not a happy hour in 15 minutes. Um, so that's okay. I gotta fucking finish this thing about the cocktail corner. So there's two types of cocktails in the cocktail corner, or three types of cocktails. There's cocktails that I've had before and I'm familiar with. There's cocktails that I haven't had before and I just made it up. And then there's cocktails that have an actual recipe online that I tried. And I'm usually trying them for the first time on the show. Like the first episode was the pumpkin spice old fashioned, which I had never had one before. I made it. I tried it live for the first time on the show. Live. It's a recorded show, so I tried it for the first time on the show, and it was actually quite delicious. That's episode 1, pumpkin spice old fashioned. Episode 2 was the paranormal, one that I just made up out of whole cloth, and the third one was the whiskey dew, and it was garbage. Whiskey dew is a great way to ruin perfectly good whiskey by adding Mountain Dew. Awesome. Nick is trying. Oh, okay. Hey, everybody, look at Nick. He's trying my whiskey for the first time. He picked up a bottle at Specs. He's at home. He's trying it for the first time. Everybody, look at Nick and wait for Nick to say something. He's probably going to say it's disgusting, just to screw with us. But everybody, look at Nick. Just like look at him and anticipate what he's going to say. Everybody. That was a 2-second awkward silence. Everybody, look at Nick. Nick, how's it going, Nick? Nick, yo, Nick, you good? Nick, Nick. Okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that for the whole remainder of the show. But in the remaining 8 minutes we have, I want to thank all of you out there for giving, for hitting the button, hitting the subscribe button, hitting the notification bell, doing all the stuff that you're supposed to do. There it is. Pardon me. Oh, that's a little spicy bit that just came up. So it's definitely there's some spicy caught down in the mucus in the membranes down here in the throat. A pecan pie cocktail. That's a great idea. So Nick says it's good. There you go. Nick picked up a bottle today at Specs. He tried it for the first time on the show. There he is, Nick. Everybody give Nick a hand. Cheers, Nick. Glad you're joining the brotherhood of roughneck socialites and enjoying a damn good whiskey and a damn good spirit. I appreciate that a bunch, my man. But yeah, a pecan pie cocktail for Thanksgiving. Wonder what can I come up with for a pecan pie cocktail? So we could like a pumpkin spice, the same way we do a pumpkin spice. We could do a pecan pie simple syrup using the same spices that go in a pecan pie, the same whatnots. You probably brown. Honestly, my family's Southern. They like pecan pies. I'm not a big fan of pecan pies. I know that's going to get me laughed out of the entire damn state, but you know what? I don't care. I like chocolate pies. I like chocolate pies. I like apple pies. Sue me. I don't care. I can also tolerate pear and blackberry. Oh, blackberry buckle. Damn, baby, that's some good stuff. Mm. Blackberry buckle. We had blackberry bushes in our old yard, and damn. Anyway, those things are prolific down here, and there's nothing better than going into a campsite in early June and walking around the perimeter of the campsite where the trees are and finding wild blackberries and picking those blackberries. There was a campsite that we stayed at Huntsville, in Huntsville at the Sam Houston National Forest. It's kind of it's an old campsite. It used to be an office for a Shell oil remote drilling site. Now it's a campsite that's kind of an unregulated campsite, and you just kind of go there and hope that the vagabonds and hobos don't murder you to death. But there was, we go there, we go camping, and then we look around, and boom, there it was, just 10 feet away from our campsite, wild blackberries all over the place. And once you see one, you know what you're looking for, and they just like appear all over the hills. It was we saw, well, not hills because we're in East Texas, but all over the field, just whoosh, they were everywhere. God, that was a great camping trip. I miss going out there. Anywho, so yeah, we're at 43 minutes. So here's the final. I'm gonna call the final on the PAQUI One Chip Challenge. It's hot, no question about it. That shit's hot. It is hot and it burns, but it's not unbearable heat. It's not unbearable hot unless you're just not used to heat and spicy foods, and it might be unbearable hot. It'll definitely make all your sinuses water to evacuate those spices out. My mouth was watering for probably 20 good minutes, and that heat was still back there. There's still something going on back there because when I cough, I can feel it, and it feels like nettles. But yep, Nick's heading out. See you later, Nick. Nick says to do yourself a favor and buy a bottle, and I couldn't agree more. You deserve nice things. You people out there are good people. You deserve nice things. You've been cooped up inside your house since March, sometimes February. Most of us, at least, we've been cooped up in our house, or we've been avoiding social situations. Yep. No more spicy. There it is. Everything's gone. But y'all been avoiding social situations. You've been limiting the amount of time you spend in stores. You've been doing all the things you're supposed to be doing. By God, it's time to go out there and do something nice for yourself. And what better thing that you can do nice for yourself than go out there and get yourself a little gift, a nice bottle of whiskey that's not so damn expensive that you have to take out a loan. It's just a nice bottle of whiskey that you can sit down and you can drink, and it's smooth and it's pleasant, and you don't have to fight your way to the bottom of the glass. You don't have to fight your way to the end of the bottle. You don't mind sharing it with friends. You don't want to share it with friends because as soon as you give it to them, they're going to drink all your damn whiskey, so you have to have 2 bottles. But I'm okay with that. Go buy 2 bottles. That's the problem solved. But go do yourself something nice. Because I always tell people life is too short for bad whiskey and it's too long to do nothing about it. You don't have to suffer through that bottle of whiskey you have. There are holes in the bottom of your sink to fix your shitty whiskey. And you can just, you can solve that problem right now. Solve your shitty whiskey problem by pouring it out into that hole. Give it a couple minutes and then go to the store and buy yourself another bottle that's not shitty and drink that. That's what you need. Hey, Moose Girl's back. Welcome back, Moose Girl. Because, I mean, one thing we've learned over the last 6 months or so is that all of this out there, all of the friends and all of the social and all of the things, they're like that. They're like farts in the wind. They can go. You could be out there having fun, sitting around a bonfire. You've got 5, 6 friends you're out there having a bonfire with. Next thing you know, two of them got sick and they're gone, and that's just like that, and that is heartbreaking, and it can tear you up inside. So what I'm trying to say is life is too damn short to not do nice things for yourself and not take care of yourself and not take care of your friends. So go tell your family and your friends that you love them. Go buy go buy yourself a nice bottle of whiskey. Share the bottle of whiskey with your friends. Share the nice things in life with other people, and be awesome. And drink humble. That's how we stay awesome. And I'm going to declare this PAQUI One Chip Challenge done. I could easily go another 15 minutes. We're finished. I mean, I'm not even coughing. When I cough, I'm not even coughing up spicy stuff. So I'm declaring this PAQUI One Chip Challenge complete, and we're going to have our parting shot. So ladies and gentlemen, pour yourself a glass of your finest wine, beer, whiskey, water, milk, whatever it is that you want to have tonight. Tell yourself these following things. Tell yourself that you're a good person. Tell yourself that you deserve that. That's it. My PAQUI One Chip Challenge champion. Tell yourself that you deserve nice things and give yourself nice things. I mean, reach out with this hand and put it over here, and reach out with this hand and put it over here, and give yourself a big damn hug because you deserve it. Cheers to you guys. Thank you so much for your support. Thanks for helping us get through this weird freaking quarantine season. Thanks so much for subscribing to the channel and helping us grow this thing. And thank you so much for telling your friends so that we can continue to grow and go on to the next phase of operations of what we're trying to do, especially with this channel, but also with the distillery. Thank you all so much. Cheers. And here's to getting back to normal times in the next few months, right? Am I right? Yeah, cheers. We got one more. Would I eat more than one chip ever? Champion, that's me, baby. Would I eat more than one chip ever? I wouldn't say no, but I'd have to have a good reason to do it, right? Because the chip doesn't taste good. The chip doesn't taste good. It is not like a normal tortilla chip that's salty and crunchy and yummy. Uh, yeah, cheers, Nick. I really am glad you enjoy it, my man. Um, I wouldn't rule it out, but there's no good reason to do it. If we hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, sure, I'll eat two. Uh, what is that? I have a. There's a. Is that a? There's a coupon here for a bag. If we hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, uh, how many chips are in a bag? See, that's just dumb. I mean, okay, yeah. Tell you what, if we hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, 1,000 subscribers by December 31st, I'll buy the bag, and we will. I'll eat as many as I can before I give up. That we'll do that. So there you go. I accept the dare if we get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So that's October, November, December. 3 months, 90 days, 690, probably 699 or 698 subscribers between now and then. Stop. This is 49:19 is where I'm stopping the clock. But I'm not feeling the heat, so it's fine. Where are we? Yeah, we're at 301 right now. So that's what I'm saying. If we hit 1,000 by the end of the year, I'll buy the bag and I'll eat as many as I can live on camera, and we'll just see how it goes. I'm sure that'll probably kill me. Uh, so there you go. Challenge accepted. Nacho cheese ones have no heat to them at all. Yeah, that's fine. But see, that's the thing. The chip doesn't taste good by itself, but uh, uh, yep, hold me to the challenge. 1,000 subscribers, I'll eat as many as I can. That is it. Okay, so this is our hour. We're set. I'm gonna wrap this up now, guys. Thank you so much once again for tuning in, for supporting us and helping us get through the quarantine. We couldn't do it without you. Whiskey is a social app, the original social app, whiskey and beer and whatnot. So it's very much a social thing. All these drinks, all the cocktails, they taste better with friends. They taste better with good stories. They taste better when you share them with others. So I strongly encourage people to drink responsibly, drink with friends. Don't sit at home and drink alone. It's not a good look. And whiskey definitely tastes better when you have people to tell bad stories to. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, be awesome, walk tall, drink humble. Cheers. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning into the show. Don't forget to hit subscribe and smash that notification bell. And over there's a playlist with some videos, and over there's another video suggested to you. And down there is the one that the algorithm thinks you'll like. Cheers and good night.